Alright, welcome back to Wargroove Double Trouble. We're here with Felheim Mission 1, our Frosty reception.
Oi!
So, this mission, there's a lot going on. So, you basically are split between... Yeah, you're basically split between these two sides. One side's responsible for distraction, while the other is responsible for actually completing the mission's objectives. Wolfar is the distraction side. So firstly, you have to do this quest for this NPC, so we have to move Wolfar down, move the archers south, move forward with the spearmen, and on this side, we're going to move the archer forward. We're going to target the spearmen. We're going to move forward with our own spearmen, and then we're going to follow up with the mage. And with that, that's going to be the end of Wolfar's first turn. The twins' turn, we're going to be aggressive with the thief, and we're going to come down and we're going to ransack the village. The reason why it's safe to do this is because the enemy is in range to target Wolfar instead. We're going to move forward with the twins themselves so they can one-shot these swordsmen standing on the road.
You won't see this coming!
The archers are going to follow up, and they're going to finish off these spearmen here. We're going to move forward with the twin spearmen. I'm going to advance the mage, but keep them out of range of the archers. And we're going to follow up with the dog. Now, there's actually several variables depending on what happens here. So sometimes you'll actually kill the dog, and then the enemy will follow up with a second strike. And that'll allow you to get the village one turn earlier, but it's not going to be that important. Okay, so for Wolfar's next turn, we're going to move the archer into these forests, and we're going to strike the dog. Wolfar is going to come down, he's going to strike the spearman.
Go in, boil your heat.
Now our spearmen are going to come down, they're going to attack both the swordsmen. Now following up on this other side, you want to advance with the archer. Yeah, throw an attack against these spearmen. There's a chance that it won't kill, but if so, that's going to be fine. Because we're just going to follow up with the archer. We're going to move forward with the mage, but we're going to keep it behind, so that way the twin spearmen can come in for a critical strike against the knight. And with that, we end our turn. Moving on to the twins' turn. Okay, so with the knight being down, we can use the twins to come forward and strike the archer. And then we should follow it up with the dog. And then the archers can come in and they can strike the mage. So the main important thing that you want to note about this mission is that you can't advance too fast. We're slowly getting up to the point where we do that because since Wolfire is the distraction force that has to go in through the center, you need to wait for the Ragna, the Golem, and the Golems to advance toward the front, so that way the twins can come in from the north. So even though we are making good progress, we have to make sure we slow down once we start getting into this center area here. We're going to throw a heal down on the twins. And with that, we're going to end our turn. Well, after we move the thief back. Yeah, so this southern force is pretty much defeated. They will just run at you and you can just easily mop them up. Alright, so Wolfire is going to immediately begin making his way back to the north.
Away and boil your heat.
The archer is going to stand up here and get ready to cross the bridge next turn. These spearmen are going to come in, they're going to finish off these spearmen. And these guys can come and they can capture this village here. Okay, so next turn we have to move Wolfire here, because this is the only area where you can actually, in the white squares is where you can actually complete the objective and get these forces here to disappear. Meanwhile, on this side, we're going to come in with a dog so they can finish off the spearmen. Our own spearmen can advance. Yeah, our own spearmen can advance forward. And our archers can follow up. So now we've pretty much dealt with everything on the outside of the castle here. And we're gonna make sure we're continuously applying heals to the twins, so that way we can keep our momentum forward. And with that, we're gonna end our turn. We're gonna advance with twin spears. We're gonna move forward and strike the door. The archer can finish off these mages here. And we're going to deposit gold into Wolfire's hideout. So now we're going to turn in the quest.
Hello. Huh?
So now that all of those are done, we can easily just move across the bridge while we have the element of surprise. And while on this side, we're going to move forward with our archer so they can strike the door. And then on the twins' turn, they should be able to open it. We're going to advance. We're going to give them another heal. And we're even going to put our spearmen along the wall. We're going to keep our dogs back slightly. And And with that, we're going to move on to the twins' turn. So their thief is going to move across the bridge. And they're going to get in position to decapture this barracks for us. Our own archers are going to come in. Gonna do that. We're going to put a healing zone here. We're going to put a healing zone here. It's going to be slightly far forward, but that's because we want the zone to actually stay here so we can continuously heal from it. We're just going to make sure we use the archer to finish off whatever attacks the twins, and then they counterattack. And with that, we're just going to end our turn. Yeah, so with the mage being weakened, we can easily just go in and finish it off with the archer next turn. So Wolfar and his forces are going to move across the bridge. Again, their main goal is to distract. The archer is going to come forward and they're going to strike this village here. Now we're going to move this spearman up forward. This archer is going to come in and they're going to strike here. So now we've denied that mage getting that heal. We have the twins in a good position so we can continuously attrition their forces here. And with that, we're going to end our turn. The twins are actually going to... Yeah, the twins are actually going to stay in position. So that way we can continuously get multiple, because they're going to still be in the zone of healing. So they're just going to stay in position. We're going to keep our archers in position, so that way once the enemy comes in with 2 more attacks, we can finish them with our archers. And then the twins will be able to come back to here, get healing from our mage, from the mages, and then we can prepare for a counter push once they've lost enough units here. Meanwhile, the thief is going to come forward and they're going to ransack this barracks, and then we're going to give the money back to Wolfar. So with that, we're just going to end turn. So the dog's coming for the attack on the twins, as expected. And I believe the swordsman is going to come in for the attack on the top.
Oh no!
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that the twins are taking damage, that they are continuously getting... Yeah, they're continuously getting healed. Okay, so Wolfar is going to come forward and he's going to capture the barracks.
Alright, this might be a squeeze.
We're going to launch a critical strike against this village here. And now we're going to bring in our brigands. Archer's going to critically strike here. While our mage is going to give the twins a heal. So that way they fully heal on the next turn and can be ready to absorb both the attack from the archer and the spearman next turn. And with that, we're just going to end turn. So now that we've fallen back, we should be able to We're either going to take an attack from a dog or a spearman. Either way, it doesn't matter. The twins are going to make their way back to give Wolfar the money. And that's going to be it for this turn. So the spearman did indeed go down. So as you can see, because of the amount of progress we're making, Ragna's had decided to move back. So we need to sort of slow it down. We need to sort of slow it down and actually have Wolfar establish a presence. So we're going to move here with the archer, then we're going to strike here. So we were setting ourselves up to get a critical strike on the other village next turn. These guys should be able to come in and capture that. We're gonna put these guys here. We're actually gonna come for them. We're gonna capture here. And we're gonna capture this village here.
Alright, this might be
Then we're gonna build a mage. Yes, we're gonna build a mage to the south here. Yeah, outside of range of the enemy swordsman. And this is gonna be very important for later, because once we have to actually do the retreat with Wolfar, we gotta need a lot of heals to keep him and everyone else in the fight. Meanwhile, here, we're going to critically strike yes, we want to make sure we can actually go through and we can attack these archers. So we need to put our best foot forward. So I would say we're going to strike here and get rid of the spearmen. We're going to then come in and we're going to strike with the yes, we're going to fight with our dogs. We're going to fight with our dogs, and we're going to pull the spearmen down. We're going to give these guys a heal so that way whatever is left can't just re-counterattack and wipe us out. Well, we're gonna move in and we're gonna heal with the twins. But for now, we're just gonna move our mage forward. And now we move on to the twins' turn. So their thief is gonna come in and they're gonna get ready to give the money to Wolfar. And that's gonna be effectively the last effective thing the thief does. So we're gonna move in with our mage. We're gonna throw a heal down on all of our forces here. He's gonna move forward and quickly strike the dog. The twins are gonna run forward and they're gonna get rid of the archer.
Let's hope this works.
And now our own archer is going to come in. They're going to finish off the swordsman. So they only have one full health spearman, and that can't really do much to kill any of our forces. We're going to move it forward with our own spearman. Okay, so now we need to slow down. Let Ragna hopefully have her priority reshift back to Wolfar. Because if she decides to go for... If she decides to stay in that area and basically block our door, there isn't really much lot we can do. We would have to reset in order to actually get the S rank. So, we're going to quickly strike here. Wolfar is going to Wolfar is just going to sit here and wait while we move in with these guys, and that should decapture it. Now we're going to fall back with our mage and get ready to retreat once it's time. Here, our archers are going to advance. Our string is going to push it off. Okay, so like I said before, we need to slowly advance, so that way we don't accidentally trigger Ragna to continuously coming over here. As for what else we can do, I suppose we should just save our heals, because we've effectively reached our high water mark for Wolfar's advance here, because now that we have everything bearing down on us, we need to get out of here before it's too late. So we're just going to save our money, and we're going to begin retreating once the enemy advances. So the twins are going to slowly start making their way forward, along with everyone else. Beefy's going to come deposit the money so Wolfar can have additional heals. And with that, we're just going to end turn. Okay, so Ragna's starting to move forward. That's good. So we gotta sneak past her. Our forces are gonna close in. Okay, well, the guys here are gonna start pulling back. Okay, switching back to the twins. So that thief has done its last major action, so now we're just going to get it out of a potential fire line. Gonna move forward with everyone else. Okay, so now the enemy has pretty much been baited to the front. Now we need to hurry. We need to move as fast as possible to actually get towards. Gotta actually get through the door and actually start getting the treasure. So we've lost the barracks. Gonna continue to pull back. Okay. So, I suppose one thing we could do to slow the enemy's advance is get a sharpshooter. But for the most part, it's not really going to be that important. Twins twins are going to come in and they're going to attack the door. And the archer is going to come in and they're going to finish it.
Orla.
So, with our element of surprise, we're going to quickly dart in, take the treasure, and then leave. Because, again, the S rank requirement is pretty harsh. 15 turns, so we pretty much have to be in there, go through here, be gone extremely quickly. The enemies continuously get distracted fighting the villagers. And they've even recaptured their barracks. So we pretty much have to advance with all of our stuff. We don't really have a choice anymore. Our spearmen are going to pull back. The same with our archers. We got to do our best to cover. We got to cover the approach. And that's about it. We're just going to move forward slightly. Keep all of our guys in position so we can have the movement to actually do stuff. Alright. And that's going to be it for Wolfar's turn. Now, Twin's turn, everything goes in. We're just going to advance. Throw down the healing. We even gotta throw it down here. It's gonna be slightly risky to be that aggressive with the heals, but we kinda have to, considering that's where the objective is. We have stuff ready to come in and heal once the opportunity is right. And with that, we're just going to end our turn. I guess after we move this guy away. And then that's it. So the archers critically strike the twins. You also want to make sure, the reason I didn't move the full space I could with the twins is so that the enemy wouldn't be standing on the actual treasure itself whilst we were waiting. So that's something that can actually make it take even longer. So they've finally decaptured all of our villages. And so now we effectively lost all of our foothold on that area. But it did its job. It was just to slow them. Guess they've even recaptured everything. Okay, so the golems are coming back, so that's gonna be a pretty bad issue. So let's focus on this front. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna, since we have the extra money, we're just gonna come in and we're just gonna throw a heal down. These dogs are, these archers are gonna come in first. Wipe out these guys. Our own spearmen are gonna come in. Well, going to. Move in with our spearmen, so hopefully we can try and help break down the door next turn. The twins are gonna come forward. They're gonna take out the archer, grab the treasure at the same time. Again, you gotta kind of have to multitask. Okay, because the archer came here, we can actually strike them with our sharpshooter. Once they're done, we gotta start retreating with our spears, since they're gonna be the least effective in the holding defense action. We're gonna keep our archers slightly forward, not too far. The mage, we're just gonna keep them partially in reserve, so we're just gonna move them to side 1, so that way they can throw a heal if necessary. But the rest of the heals are just gonna be coming up here to assist the twins. So with that, we're gonna end our turn. The twins are gonna come forward. They gotta take out the archer and then grab the treasure at the same time.
Keep that.
So now it's
Off
gonna
you
be
go.
up. Now we have to get. Now we have to get the twins toward the exit. We gotta move forward with everything now, since time is very much against us. So Balder finally arrives, but he's
Ragna.
too late to actually do anything. Yeah, we're gonna lose that village. Okay, so now the swordsmen and spearmen have weakened themselves. We can easily just kind of ignore them now. Okay, the vampires are gonna be the ones to decapture the village, while the other ones gotta try and be annoying, but it's not gonna actually reach our stuff in time. And the golems even change their direction towards that way. So everyone's just gonna make their way south. Like, it's better for us to not have to fight them at all. Okay, meanwhile on this side, we're gonna run forward. We're gonna strike the door. We're going to hit here. Our dogs are gonna finish off. Whether they finish off or just weaken the spearmen. Okay, that was a kill. We're going to advance, heal, so that way the twins are at full once they get outside. And now we're just gonna end turn. Twins archer's gonna come in and they're gonna kick in the door. The twins themselves are just gonna run forward. And next turn, we're gonna finish this. The mages can even come in and finish off these swordsmen. And with that, that's it. Okay, that's actually exactly what we want. So, yes, though they've weakened themselves, the archer can just come in next turn. Yes, everything else is too late. So, Wolfire is going to get out.
Errol.
Meanwhile, everyone else just begins trickling away. Again, not really necessary at this point, but might as well. Okay, with that, that's gonna be it for Wolfar's turn. And now at the twins' turn, we escape.
We've got this, Errol. Huh. Ha-ha!
You did.
Errol.
Alright, so that was a Frosty reception with the S rank. So again, that's a pretty exacting mission. Again, we pretty much came within like the 1-2 turns of actually getting the S rank. Again, like I said, you need to learn when to slow down, and you need to pretty much take this mission at the game's pace. There isn't really that much room for any sort of creative things outside of just doing the basic distracting and then sneaking past Ragna. But ultimately, that's fine. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.